More than 76,000 cases of the coronavirus in Maryland. That's an increase of over 700 from just yesterday. 434 people are still in the hospital, 128 in the ICU. Both those numbers are down slightly today. Hello again, I'm Max McGee. The state positivity rate is staying below 5%. It's now at 4.43%. More than half of all states have mask requirements. Arkansas and Colorado became the latest today. The southern states are being hit hard. Governor Hogan appeared on Good Morning America this morning to talk about his criticism of the president in his upcoming book. He said he wasn't happy about how the commander-in-chief is handling the pandemic. Hogan calls himself a, quote, straight shooter. When he approves of what the president is doing, he makes it known. So now he's making it known when he disapproves. He says he still believes the president should focus more on listening to health experts.
Sometimes I think he just reacts. He's his own worst enemy by coming out and just tweeting something that makes no sense and goes against what everyone else in the administration is saying.
The book is expected to be released later this month. Of course, WJZ will have more on how this coronavirus is impacting Maryland coming up today at 4 p.m. A CDC report delivered to the White House's coronavirus task force outlined ways for some of the hardest hit states should respond to spike in cases. Skylar Henry reporting for WJZ.
An unpublicized report from the White House's coronavirus task force suggests states need to roll back some openings. The report recommends 18 states should close bars and gyms and ask residents to wear masks at all times outside their homes.
We really got to almost regroup, call a timeout, not necessarily lock down again, but say we've got to do this in a more measured way.
The report shows 11 states are in the red zone for having more than 10% of test results come back positive. White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows says President Trump is working on plans to deal with the pandemic to be released next week.
We've been working for the last 5 or 6 days on hopefully some new information that will be important to the American people, optimistic, forward-leaning information.
The CDC was supposed to release additional guidelines this week for schools to reopen. Now we're being told that those will come out before the end of the month.
There are parts of the country that have a significant degree of viral activity that make you want to pause and say, okay, wait a minute. If we are going to bring the children back to school, we've got to make sure that paramount is safety for the children and safety for the teachers.
President Trump has slammed the current CDC guidelines as he pushes schools to reopen.
When he says open, he means open and full, kids being able to attend each and every day at their school. The science should not stand in the way of this.
The White House may tie school reopenings to whether they receive millions in funding as part of the next coronavirus relief bill. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.